welcome to another PG rated review. I'm of course Patrick Gleason from Out of the Basement, and this is my review of Dirty Grandpa. But I do apologize again, it's been a while since I've done a review, but work's been crazy and a whole bunch of other stuff going on, so I missed this week, I apologize. Again, Dirty Grandpa. Martin, friend of the podcast and my reviews, he answered, which one should I review next? Dirty Grandpa. Alright, so where to begin with this shitstorm? Okay, on IMDb, they rate it 6 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes, although the critics only give it 11%, fans gave it 44%. Worldwide, it made almost $100 fucking million. Alright? This is insane for a piece of shit movie. This movie's not bad where you laugh at it. It's bad and sad, and is also degrading and disgusting. I felt I needed a shower and felt bad as a person afterwards. It's just so bad. Robert De Niro, Deer Hunter, Taxi Driver, Untouchables, Heat, Raging Bull, to this. It's so sad. I need a drink. I watched it and had 2 bottles of sangria, like 2 big bottles of sangria at the time I was watching it, and even that didn't help the movie in any way. It was so unfunny, and again, so degrading to women, and that, especially like this is a 2016 movie. This is not one that came out in the 50s or the 60s. This is recent, and it's alright. It's just bad. Okay, I don't understand how anyone could watch this. I feel sorry for the human race that this movie made $100 million and got 44% on Rotten Tomatoes. People like this movie. People went to see it in the theaters, obviously multiple times. All right, well, where to start with? Well, again, okay, so it's Zac Efron and Robert De Niro. Zac Efron's playing the... I never say the age, but he's slowly out of college. He's getting married. So mid to late 20s, possibly 30s. It's somewhere around that range. Robert De Niro's playing his grandfather. So just looking at his dad now, you're thinking probably in the 70s, at least. Well, mid to late 70s, maybe. Possibly early 70s if he was younger and everything. Anyways, that's around the range of the age for the 2 characters. Robert De Niro's wife just recently died, so he wants to take a trip with his grandson, Zac Efron, who hasn't seen and touched base for a while. One of the first major female characters you meet is Zac Efron's wife. And I'm not going to say her name because they do a terrible job with her. They make her seem very demanding, manipulative. She is just does not come across as a good person. Never mind a wife to be or fiance. Her character is just very little redeeming things in there, and you can see that he's not supposed to be really. He's supposedly loves her, but he gives evidence that he's not really all that into her. And again, you can see why. They didn't make her interesting. They made her unpleasant to start with from the get-go, so you sort of feel bad for Zac Efron's character. But I feel more bad for the female actress, the actor, who had to portray that sort of terrible female protagonist. It's bad. That's where it starts off, and then you come across Zac Efron meeting his granddad Robert De Niro to go for the trip, and Robert De Niro's whacking off in his living room. Now, older people probably, I'm not saying about that. It's just the way they portrayed it, and go from there with that sort of humor. I definitely got to use air quotes for humor in this movie. They go on a trip, and they end up with a bunch of college people. And now again, Robert De Niro's character is in his 70s, and he's actively trying to have sex with a college woman, young adult, young female. So they're between 17 and 21, maybe a little bit older, but that's what he's trying to go with. And he lies to them right from the get-go of he's a professor, he's this, he's that. He's not telling the truth to try and work a way to have sex with these younger women. And they make it seem, oh, isn't that funny, the old guy? And they're getting along with it, they're liking it, as opposed to, ooh, that's really super creepy that this old guy traveling with this younger guy is trying to hit on me. and party with me. Like he goes out partying with these, again, early 20s people, women, and they're like, yeah, this is great. We got the old grandpa here who's getting on, and it's fun, and he's trying to have sex with us. It's funny. No, it's not. It's not. It's terrible. Mr. De Niro, what were you thinking? I know you need to have jobs as an actor. I understand that. There's bad movies out there, but this is one it's a horrible portrayal for women and young college women, and that it's just a terrible plot and story, and the lines and the humor in this is grade 5 level, and even then I'm sure some kids were like, oh, that's really stupid, that's dumb. And again, the fact that it made almost $100 million, okay, worldwide. This Blade Runner's not doing as well, and Blade Runner is a well done, thought-provoking, intelligent movie. Instead, people go to see this. This shows you why we're in such trouble for a lot of areas in the world. People watch Dirty Grandpa. It's just sad. Okay. I can't really review, like, there's no real spoilers. Like, he's trying to fuck a young woman. He ends up with her, and he obviously reunites emotionally in that with his grandson, Zac Efron, who realizes his wife that he loves so much and is going to marry, he's actually not in love with this other woman who he hasn't seen for years. You know, meets her, has a great connection, and hey, you know what? Fuck the woman I'm about to get married to. Screw all that. I'm going with her. And that's a good thing to do, right? Just leave the woman that you've been involved with, plenty of that stuff that supposedly you love. Just leave her in her lurch like that, going, hey, sorry, honey. Met someone who's a little bit more exciting. Got drunk with, and you know, fuck you. I'm going with her. Like, that's really reprehensible. And in one scene, there's a scene where he gets really drunk because, again, Robert De Niro's character spiked another college guy's drink with Xanax to try and to win a drinking contest. So what sort of person does this? Like, again, he's in his 70s. He's drugging a 20-year-old guy's drink to win a drinking contest. And instead, Zac Efron drinks it, he goes crazy and starts doing crack and all that sort of stuff. And De Niro's like, isn't that funny? Look at my grandson. He's done crack. He's all this. He's half naked running around. He's grinding up against women he doesn't know. This is fun. This is hilarious. I'm going to take pictures and videos to keep to show later. What the fuck? What? No. Okay, so Zac Efron wakes up later on the beach, trying to call his girlfriend, FaceTime, and, you know, of course it's embarrassing because it's humor where people drew a swastika of dicks on his forehead. Swastika of dicks. Because his wife is Jewish. So, isn't that funny that he's got... No, it's not funny. That's not funny at all in any way. Okay? Drawing dicks on someone's face is, again, grade 5, maybe, grade 6. But a swastika of dicks? No, that's not funny in any way. And the fact that his wife is Jewish and they're there with the rabbi and all that, that's not funny. That is, oh my God, I feel sorry for the poor woman and her family who see this. It's not, nowhere did I laugh in this movie. It's just bad. It's, again, like I said, it's disgusting. It's degrading. I felt bad for the female actors in this movie going, this is going to be on my career list. And Robert De Niro, again, oh my God, since I think Analyze This, when he started doing the weird comedy stuff and then went on to the Fockers, you know, because, hey, the Fuckers, oh, isn't that funny? It's a Fuckers, but it's a F-O-K-K-E-R, that's funny. No, it's not. It's ever since then, he has slid down for the movies and roles he does. And this is one where, you know, Jesus, dude, do a fucking commercial for penile erection dysfunction instead of this movie. It's just horrible. So like, oh, fuck. This is worse than Jupiter Ascending, because the Jupiter Ascending was bad in a way that you're like, oh fuck, it's stupid. But Dirty Grandpa is just, like I said, it's I felt terrible watching it. I just so I can't even give it any rating except, okay, one piss ass broken beer that's gone skunky. Like you you see a moldy box that someone dumped on your deck, and all it's got is one cracked, skunky bottle of beer. That's what it's like. You're like, oh, someone left some beer. Holy fuck, this stinks and it's horrible. That's the rating for this one. 1 out of 12. Horrible, the skunky beer. Doesn't matter what brand or import, domestic, or whatever. It's 1 out of 12 pack that's cracked and skunky. That's it. This fuck. I never want to watch a movie like this again. But I will if people ask me to watch movies this bad. But letting you know, fuck this. Pass it over. Anyone who says they watched it and laughed, you really got to wonder about them. And that. So, well, thank you for letting me rant. And if you have any comments on that, please add them at the bottom. Thank you very much, and have a good day.